Okay guys, today we are in the F-15EX and this is going to be an extension of my Speed and Angels series. And I know what you're thinking, we've already done one in the F-15EX. Well, the previous Speed and Angels video in the F-15EX was done in the mod 1.71 and this is the mod 1.72. So with that said, first things first, we need to figure out the engine performance. Let's take a quick look. I know it looks like a Strike Eagle, but clearly from the instrumentation it isn't. We've got a normal weapons loadout, 2 bags of gas, and then just load it up with AIM 120 Cs as well as Ds. So with that said, in case you guys are wondering, what we'll do is we'll start the clock as far as time is concerned once we get at the departure end of the runway, and we'll see how long it takes to get to 40,000 feet in Mach 1. With that said, let's run them up and go. Okay, so if you guys notice, we're not accelerating very hard at all, especially in comparison to the 1.71 or the F-15C. I'll talk about that here in a few moments once I get to the air. Anyway, my rotate speed in the E model as well as the EX is going to be 180, and we're struggling. Looks like we're struggling to get there. We're coming up on it now. All right, so there's 180. Probably start coming back. Let's hope we get off the ground before we get to the end of the runway. Gear up, flap up. Let's trim her out. I should be. And let's start the clock. All right, sorry about that. Have to make sure she didn't dive into the ground while simultaneously hitting the clock. Anyways, we're trimming her up. Let's get the radar on. Okay, so as you can see with the 1.72, it is struggling to get the speed. I mean, we just hit Mach 0.45. I'm trying to keep her straight and level, obviously without skimming the ground too much. And I believe in the F-15EX, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link to the first Speed and Angels video with the EX. I'm going to put that in one of the comments below so you guys can take a look at it. But yeah, it's night and day. I already feel it as far as the power delivery. Give you a heads up, we've already attempted to do this, not the Speed and Angels, but my squadron, the 122nd Fighter Squadron, we attempted to switch to the mod 1.72. But purely because of this issue that I'm having right now, which is the power, and more specifically the power difference between the 1.71 and this 1.72, we made the decision to stay with the 1.71. All right, so there's Mach 0.9. We'll start our climb. See how long it takes us to get to. We're already losing speed on the climb. See how long it takes us to get into 40,000 feet in Mach 1. Also, we had a sortie where we had 3 of the EXs in the 1.71, and we had 1 of them in the 1.72, and the guy in the 1.72 was really struggling. He just couldn't. He couldn't run with the guys in the 1.71s. So I think I'll post both videos just to kind of solidify my point. The engine power in the 1.72 is just down pretty significantly. And also, or rather, obviously, being in the air-to-air fighter squadron fighter squadron rather, the 122nd, airspeed is very important. All right, so we're climbing, actually not bad. Our AOA is not great, but it's not bad either. So. Slowly gaining speed, 12.5 degrees nose up. We are already at the 2-minute and 40-second mark now. So it's definitely not performing anywhere near as well as the C model. And I believe the EX, I haven't looked at that video in a while, but I believe the EX was already at 40,000 in Mach 1. by like I think 2.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes 45 seconds. Again, we'll have the video in the link. I don't want to speculate too much when we can just look at the video. Alright, kind of struggling to maintain speed above 30,000, but we are Mach 0.958. So just be patient with me, guys. Well, numbers are numbers. We got to get this figured out. I could pull up on the stick a little bit, but we drop speed so dramatically, which is why I'm just holding 7.5 degrees nose up. Let me recenter my track IR. There we go. Okay, so you see how that airspeed is starting to come back a little bit, so we'll go down, nose down just a hair. Pick it up a little speed. So we just passed 35,000. Now to put this into perspective, again I'm guessing, but I believe the Strike Eagle was at, excuse me, not the Strike Eagle, the F-15EX mod 1.71 was at 40,000 feet in the 2 minute and 30 second range, and we are at 4 minutes and 45 seconds right now. Still not there. Come up a little bit more. In conclusion, the bottom line is there's a huge disparity between the engine power of the F-15EX mod 0.71 and mod 0.72, if I haven't said that enough already. So, but we are attempting to get some statistics, some numbers. So at 39,000 feet we need to start getting fast. So let's start pushing the nose down. Just past 5.5 minutes. Come on, baby, let's get there. She seems to be stuck a little bit. There we go, slowly picking up speed now. Slow climb. Come on, baby, let's get supersonic. We gotta get her to the gym, and it's actually not even a weight issue, because it weighs about the same as the other mod. It's just a power engine issue. The engine is just not performing. I know this feeling. I've had a few days in the gym where I was feeling the same way that this aircraft is feeling right now as far as its performance. It happens. Alright, so I'm at 6.5 minutes now. Still just coming up on 40,000 feet. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, there's 40,000 now. We can level off a little bit. Come on. 9 and Mach 1. 7 minutes flat. So 7 minutes to get from the departure end of the runway to 40,000 feet in Mach 1. So numbers are numbers. It's better to know than to not to know. But again, that's the difference between the mod 1.71 and the mod 1.71 and the mod 1.72. I don't want to take up too much more of you guys' time. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you are better informed watching this video, and I'll see you for the next one.